Hi, guys. My name is Vita. I'm from Ukraine, Sumy, and welcome today to my live stream. Actually, as always, right? So, today, you, as always, have me for 2 hours. I'm all yours to answer all your burning questions and give you as much info as I can. Okay, and before we get started, here is a short information about me. Sorry.
Hello! Привет! And welcome to UkraineDating.tv. Our channel is the world's first of its kind, providing free live streaming every single day.
Ukrainian women, it's like 5 in 1. It's perfect mothers, perfect wives, perfect cookers, perfect lovers, perfect housekeepers, and perfect friends.
7 days a week with the real, genuine, beautiful Ukrainian ladies. Our channel was created for you, guys. Finally, now you have the opportunity to video chat live 7 days a week with different, beautiful Ukrainian girls of all ages and walks of life. You get to ask all your deepest burning questions about all things Ukraine, Ukraine culture, Ukraine women, and Ukraine current events. And if you come to enough of our live streams, you might even discover what makes us mysterious Ukrainian women too. Now we have 7 girls live streaming, and in the future we'll have many more. Guys, I think you understand we're like David fighting Goliath here to bring you the truth once and for all. Our channel's purpose is to debunk the myth and stigma created by the toxic paper letter scam industry. And we hope you agree the best way to accomplish that is by giving you the opportunity to video chat with average Ukrainian girls that represent the real women of Ukraine. And then you be the judge about what's real and what's not. Guys, please know that we're doing this all for you. So do me a favor and subscribe to our new channel and help us help you, your fellow man, and help us bring Goliath to his knees. So guys, can I ask you to share this video with all your friends, even work colleagues? Share it far and wide in social. Only together we can make a difference, guys. And remember, guys, we just started this channel, so more new girls will be joining our live streaming team in the coming weeks. Now, since each girl will be going live every day at different times, so you want to make sure that you hit that bell so YouTube will notify you every time each girl goes live, so you don't miss out.
Ukrainian women, it's like 5 in 1. It's perfect mothers, perfect wives, perfect cookers, perfect lovers, perfect housekeepers, and perfect friends. Every man is a hunter, and every woman is a target. So every hunter wants to get his target. And every target at the end of the day would like to be chased and caught. Believe me, you will be happy with her. This lady, when she gets you, trust me, she will keep you with both hands and never let you go. Believe me, guys, the lady who is really interested in you and who really likes you never will ask you for money, for gifts, or for presents from the early beginning of your relations. Why women look for foreign husband? Because women tired of laziness and non-responsibility of our men.
If we're talking about spontaneous sex on the first date, it also can be great for sure if both of you feel the magic and chemistry, but only from physiological side. Regarding psychology, guys, in majority of cases, chemistry is one of the smallest reasons why she may want you just on the first date. So remember, date is always for Ukrainian women is kind of exhibition. You know, she will look at you, she will listen at you, smell you even, and evaluate you to make a general conclusion about your future destiny. Hi guys, hi again. Sorry, some technical issues, confusions. So now I'm all yours, okay, for the next 2 hours. So please feel free to ask all your questions, as always. The topic is, as usual, current situation, current events, traditions, cultural habits, of course, our Ukrainian mysterious women. So everything what you are interested in to know, specifically to know my own idea, my own opinion. Okay, so you are always welcome. I'm at your disposal. Also, please do me a favor. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Okay, and to like our video, to share this with other guys who maybe still don't know much about us and maybe on their way to their love. So guys, nice to see all of you today, Sunday morning. Thanks for everybody who joined us, who woke up early, who decided to spend these 2 hours with us. Very happy to see all of you. Same guys I see. Nice to see everybody. So also want to remember you that you can join our live streams every day to see all our beautiful ladies. So far we have 7 of them, right? But in the future we're gonna have much more. So don't miss that. So please press the bell in order not to miss our live streams. So I'm ready to answer your questions, guys. Hopefully you prepared well for today, because yesterday we get a really nice atmosphere. You guys were very active. I like the questions were different, concerning different topics, and that's actually, I guess, very educational. So hi everybody, guys. I am ready, and please send me your questions. Good afternoon, Gregory. Hi. Rodney, Tracy, everybody, Jason, everybody see. Так, Rodney. Hello, Rodney, as always. Привет, Vita, как дела? Love and best wishes to you and your family from Rodney and family in Blackpool in UK. God bless you, Vita. Slava Ukraina. Героям слава. Rodney, I guess you copy your comments and put it every day the same. I see even you don't change even the word order. So that's so nice. But I hope you're not too lazy to write down the new comment, right? Okay. Nice to see you, Rodney. Nice to see everybody. So guys, waiting for your questions. Yannick, hello. Hello, Yannick. How are things by you? What's the progress with your ladies, Yannick? I know you were in search for many years. Good morning, Tracy. Nice to see all of you. Anne, hi, Vita, and everyone. Yeah. Привет, Miguel. Привет. So guys, I hope I don't miss Rodney. Hi everybody, best wishes from Blackpool in UK. Vita will get more involved. Okay, yes, please invest more efforts. Okay. Yannick, everything is fine, is here. Yeah, hopefully. How are things with your girls? I know that everything is fine with you, but how are things with girls? So, guys, I said we say hello to everybody. So, where are your questions? Either I can see them or you're not asking them. You see me well, guys? Okay. Так, Jack. Vita, will you share with us your training and educational background? I'm doing that every Saturday and Sunday. Or what you mean? Something special? So that's actually what I'm doing here, sharing with you some tips, some red flags, and whatever you want from me. So any questions, guys? Tracy, has the Sumy region been affected much since the Kerch Bridge bombing? Sumy itself is okay so far, but Sumy region, yeah. Yesterday they shoot with 28 rockets and shelling constantly. So actually, I don't understand their logic because they are shooting rockets just at simple villages, not even infrastructure or some establishment. So just shooting over living houses. So something out of logic. So far is okay, but they a little bit active, more than usual. We'll see if we're gonna have some worse feedback from them, right? So we'll see. So guys, waiting for your questions, please. Jack, so what you mean with our training and educational background? What you mean? Can you clarify, please, specifically, that I understand what you really mean? There is no, Tracy, there is no reason other than some idea of punishment. Yeah. Rodney, Rodney, Vita, if I come to Kiev, will it be possible to meet you and rest of staff of Match Guarantee, or should I come to Sumy as well? It would be wonderful to meet you in person. I live in Sumy. To get to Kiev a little bit problematic. We have transportation now, but actually, I can tell you honestly, I a little bit afraid now to travel because many mines are along the roads, and we had an accident just a few days ago. People who were trying to connect internet, so employees of internet company, they just stopped along the road and just got onto mine and just boom, no people, no car. So a little bit dangerous. Sumy region is full of mines, so we are not allowed now to hunt, to go to pick up mushrooms in the forest, to do something like this. So I don't think Kiev is a good idea for me, but we'll see. It depends. So don't forget, Rodney, that lots of people just all over Ukraine right now, some people even abroad. So Kiev is not the best place like to meet all of us right now. And anyway, I think you need to wait. So, Yannick, Well, she's still in Warsaw with her son, have asked her about coming here, but she wants to figure out more about living here. She's out of her 6 month status. Okay, so I understand your lady left for Warsaw. So did you manage to meet her? It's not so far as Ukraine, and it's easy for you, I guess, to travel to Poland to meet her. What about that? Do you have any plans regarding meeting her there? Yannick? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Rodney, you're welcome. You're welcome. Not now, not now, traveling. And Vita, is it important to check out potential wife family and past relationship background if possible to reduce the risk of past negative influence into future marriage? Of course that's important, of course. So that's why I'm telling you constantly, ask about the family, ask about relationship between her mother and father. Very important what kind of connection they have right now. I mean, the girl or woman herself with her mom and dad, what kind of relationship they have. Is they trustworthy, open, or just try to keep some distance, something like that. So don't forget, that's very important. So ask just questions. It's absolutely normal question to ask what kind of relationship between mom and dad, what kind of model they have, and if she would like to have the same model, right, in the future. So she wants the same or she wants something different. She wants to change something to make it better. Also, it's absolutely fine to ask about past relationship. Don't ask how many men she had before. Don't ask about that, but just ask if they divorced or split. Why? What was the reason? Listen attentively. If she is blaming just men, that's also not a good sign, right? Because as I told you, there's always two people guilt in some or other way, right? So that's why I think that is very important. So ask questions about relationship and about her family model. What kind of family she would like to have. Mhm. Yeah. Jack, example, what is your educational background? What are your professional affiliations? Curious as your perspective is valuable. Myself, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher at a primary school. So I educated pedagogical university, okay, and I graduated some courses. That's my educational background, my personal one. All the rest I learned reading books, self-educating, self-developing, right? And just my life experience. That's it. Hopefully you satisfied and I fulfilled your curiosity. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But not Yannick, as Joseph said in the past, now is the time to act. Don't wait too long. Yeah, so if your lady is in Europe, that's a good and the best chance to meet. Why you need to wait until the war is over? Maybe you can get your lady to your country from Europe because now it's cheaper, it's easier, and much better. So don't miss this chance. It's very easy to get from Denmark to Warsaw now. Mm-hmm. Tracy, isn't gas, petrol difficult and expensive to get? Probably not a whole lot of traveling going on right now. Petrol and gas right now is okay to get, not difficult, no problem. So like maybe a couple of months ago, there were like lines, kilometers lines, and you could stand for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours and never get petrol. It was very difficult because they didn't accept cash. They need only specific application on your phone. So people get in line when just like 5 a.m. or something like this. And you can stand 5, 6, 7 hours, and then you just you're fooled because they say close, no petrol anymore. And you can go there like 2, 3, 4 days and no chance, no luckiness, right? So, but right now, no problem. It's expensive. It's much more expensive than it was before, but no problem to get. So to trip now is expensive. That's why in public transportation prices, everything is becoming more expensive. Yeah. Так, what? Vita, you said that there are mines all over the area. Is Sumi still getting supplies from other areas regularly? Yes, no problem. People bring it just, everything start to be okay with supplies starting from April, when our region was deoccupied, when all Russians were thrown away from here. And since then, like post offices start to work normally, banks start to work normally, supermarkets start to recover, and right, like to live normal life. Supplies absolutely fine. The only problem are the prices. Prices, oh my God, that's like 2, 3 times, 4 times bigger than before war. So that's why that's the problem. But about supplying, no problem, absolutely. Post offices are working, delivering, sending, no problem, absolutely. Mines are in forests, in fields. Main roads were cleaned up already. But every day, even yesterday, we were announced that for 2 hours there will be explosion sounds because the special services who find some amount of explosive stuff, right, they gonna neutralize them in some specific area. The only thing which I couldn't understand, like yesterday, they really announce specific and exact place where they are going to neutralize them. I guess that's total stupidity. So they called region, name of the village. So the last what they need just to put like GPS or exact location. That was really strange for me. Yeah. Tracy, what does an average trip on public transportation cost? Like inside the city, let me start with the bus from Sumy to Kiev. Before war, it was around 250 grivna. 250 grivna. Right now, it's 600 grivnas. So like 2.5 times bigger. 2.5 times bigger. The public transportation, as for buses, it was 5 or 7 grivnas. Now it's 10 grivnas. So, for example, if I need to go with my daughter somewhere, just at one place, so it's gonna cost me like $1 back and forth for me and my daughter. If we need just to go to one place, if we need to go to 2 places and change buses, that would cost $2. So for Sumy, for Ukraine, and for, let's say, salaries here, that's too expensive. Like we counted, for example, if the kid should go to university or vocational school or even school every day, that would cost like around $20 per month. For Ukrainian, that's big amount. That's big amount. If you count, like people maybe earn $150, like average salary, right? So just for one member of the family, it would cost you $20. So let's say one of the child you need to bring to one school or kindergarten, right? One person should go to work and another. So in general, quite an amount monthly, quite an amount. Jack, thank you, Vita. So are you a friendly or strict teacher with your students? What's your favorite grade to teach? My breaks for. I'm friendly. I'm always friendly. I try to be open all the time and flexible, and but sometimes I can be strict. That depends. That depends how students get the lesson. So if I see the same guy many years listening the same topic and still not successful, then I can become strict, right? Because it means that the person is listening but not hearing, not taking an advice into consideration. So in this case, I can be angry sometimes and can be strict. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yannick, yeah, I gave 250 hryvnias for bus when I visited Sumy in 2018. The same price was still in 2022, even before war. So in January, in February. Right now it's 600. So 600 there and 600 back, 1,200. Right now that's $30. $30 instead of maybe $10, right, as it was before, maybe a little bit more. So like it's a big raise of prices. Mm-hmm. What else? Mm-hmm. What? Yes, I have read something like that. Price is increasing, and the currency exchange rate change isn't helping much either for importing products from the abroad. Absolutely. So the dollar is raising, the euro is raising, and automatically raising the prices for everything, especially for food. Especially for food. Sometimes you can come to supermarket, and in few days you come to take the same product and you're gonna see like 5, 10, 15 hryvnias like upper price. That's strange. Like in 2-3 weeks, in 1 month, the price can change, not for double, but you can feel it. You can feel it if you buy the same things constantly and you plan your budget, right? So then you really can feel not comfortable. Mm-hmm. Okay. Questions, guys. I'm afraid to miss your questions. So, mhm. Hopefully, I see. Guys, don't be shy, please. Any questions? Any. I guess you need to have so many questions in your mind. No problem. Any topic, whatever you feel. Don't hesitate. Okay, Rodney. Mm-hmm. Uh, but not. Euro actually dropped in value when the war started. Composed to the USD, it dropped below the USD. Yeah. Now they're practically the same, practically on the same level. That's first time in our life when we see almost no difference between dollar and euro. Yeah, before euro always were much higher, even during the war. Mm-hmm. Tracy, any pets with you today? No, I let them out, and the small one, I see he's scratching. He's scratching the door, trying to get inside, But I left him there because for 2 hours sometimes it can be too difficult for him to be here. Maybe he want to go outside, so I let them because the weather is fine today. It's very sunny, as you see. So yeah, no pets, today. Somebody start to bark, somebody start to play, somebody start to snore. So any extra sounds I don't like. Okay. Так, Rodney. Vita, my son-in-law serves in army. His rank of staff sergeant in Royal Corps of Logistics, bomb disposal engineer. Oh my God. His regiment are training Ukrainian soldiers in tactics of ammunition removal. Nice. So as I told you guys a couple of streams ago, the godfather of my younger daughter, he was in Great Britain. He was trained around maybe 1 month or something. And what happened, what I was like, I was supposed supposing that will happen. So now they send him, he's back to Ukraine, and they send him to Donetsk region. And of course I worry much, because like really good friend, close person, close dear person to our family. We sent him some parcels with some products, some warm socks. We even make some special, what kind to say, kind of protection, energetical protection for you guys. Maybe it's gonna sound funny in some way, but we make mm, kind of bracelets, okay, like protection. So we have a very big group on Viber now for some people, like fortune tellers, people who has some energetical power and forces. So they pray under these bracelets, so for protection our soldiers. And then when we get them back, so we send to soldiers, to our family members, because lots of people serving now. Of course, if it's the place where you can send some parcel, right? So we do same things. And in his battalion, I guess that's the right word, one of the soldier also had the same, but the guy was absolutely from a different part of Ukraine, from Western Ukraine. So he said, oh my God, you have the same color, so it should be only green and red, specifically only on the left hand. So we Ukrainian women are very superstitious, super superstitious, super. We follow these rules. We sometimes call to fortune tellers, we are listening to horoscopes, we are reading about zodiacs, about coincidence of different zodiacs. So don't forget about that. Okay. Yannick, around plus 17 here. Yeah. We have also around something like this today, but tonight gonna start heavy rain. It will be for 24 hours raining. Then the weather will start to get cooler a little bit. And then in 1 week or something, we're gonna have like really disgusting weather. But not more welcome packages for the orcs. Yeah. Exactly. And Vita, do you suggest our romantic relationship are influenced by our childhood experience? Absolutely, of course. That's like a basic things from any psychology. Even you don't need even me to know that, because how your dad was treating your mom, of course you have this model, this template in your mind, right? And either you're gonna be the same, so treating your mom, I mean, in a good way or in a bad way, right? In a good way, it depends also on your psychological condition. So if you think that's a norm, so you're gonna treat your woman, your wife, your girlfriend the same way. Maybe you don't want, but subconsciously you always will repeat the same model of behavior you used to, right? But sometimes you can understand, and the child can understand and realize that's not the right way to do, and you're gonna change yourself and change everything in your mind, like, okay, my dad is not good, he is treating my mom like this, I'm really sorry for my mom, I want to protect her, and when I will be grown up man, adult man, I will never treat my woman like this. I will be careful, I will be supportive, I will never touch her in a bad way, I mean hurt her or beat her or whatever. So of course our childhood is the main, when creating actually the forming the model, the template of your future relationship. That's for sure. Very important. Sorry guys, 1 second, I need to check. Jason, one by one I will answer, okay? Give me a couple of seconds, because Jason, your thoughts on Putin signing an extra papers for 4 more areas? Absolute stupidity. Absolute stupidity. And why? I will explain you why. So let's take the whole region, like I will not even pronounce Sumy because we were occupied here for almost 2 months, and that was like, oh my God. So the one is the main city, like Zaporozhye, right? Which is actually under control of Ukrainian military right now. So it's not occupied by Russians. But if you consider the whole region, maybe was 100 villages and small towns. So probably they occupied 5 villages and one small town. So maybe like 10 or 20% of the whole Zaporozhye region. So all the rest is free, is not occupied by them. But he, in his documents, right, he found the whole Zaporozhye Oblast. That that can do only idiot. That can do only idiot for me. And right now he's angry, and you see what he's doing with Zaporozhye. Zaporozhye is really suffering. Is really suffering. Today, last night, they shoot many rockets. They killed again around 20 people, more than 40 injured, and they keep trying to dig these ruined houses and to find some more alive people or dead people. So that's horrible. So that's what they are doing every day. So what can I think? You just take one shitty village and you announce that you took the whole region. Oh my God, that's silliness, absolute insanity. What? Vita, it's not silly because it's motivating thing. It increases motivation in both civilians and soldiers and helps against demoralization. Demoralization. Absolutely, absolutely. Of course, as I told before, even men, they became more religious, because when you're sitting in the basement under and being bombed, you're just ready to pray for all gods just to get saved, and of course that influence psychology of men on women, of kids. Yes, so we are doing whatever we can, even if these things just give us a feeling, maybe not working in actual life, right, but just giving us a feeling we are doing something. And I believe in collective energy, right? So if the big amount of people thinking in the same way and praying for the same thing, so the big amount of energy, positive energy, must help. So let's hope for the best. So we are doing everything what we can. Even at schools for kids, they organize some collection of warm stuff, of food, of coffee, of warm socks. We all bring that to school from time to time. And then volunteers bring that to the war field, right, to the places where soldiers are fighting. So yeah, whatever it can help, and whatever you can feel you did something, at least like this, or so what's possible, what you are able, you should do, right? Rodney, with this, you should be surprised of what little packages can be made as gifts for the Russians. Yeah, the Kerch Bridge is just a little warm up. Wait till special forces get warmed up. Let's hope. Let's hope, because they said it's gonna last for 6 months more and maybe next year. So, Tracy, what is the big deal with astrology? I have had a couple of ladies ask about my date of birth and astrological sign. Oh, we all believe in zodiacs because it characterizes you, and we have lots of different descriptions about Taurus or Pisces or whatever other zodiac, and compatibility, so if you're compatible or not. So like Taurus is not good for Lion, let's say, or Scorpio is not good for Pisces in some way. Can be good, for example, just for sex, but for family life, no. Or can be constant fight. Our women believe in that too much, really. Almost all women will gonna check this compatibility in Google, or we know even by heart which signs of zodiacs are good together, which are not. So that's not surprising. Of course, ladies ask you for birthday just for that. The second reason will be maybe to congratulate you, but the first one for sure to check if you're compatible or not. Mhm. Yannick, where is the button to change to spring? I don't know. I wish I had. I wish I had. Really, really, really. I enjoyed last warm days, and I'm really sorry. I start to be missing already spring. And when I think we're gonna have like uh, 5, 6 months at least of really cold weather, or gloomy weather, like early darkness, and who knows what the situation will be. So the winter now is associated with bombing, with sitting in basement to me. So that's like, if I know there is a peace already, no war, no attacks, so maybe I would feel some other way. But as I have this analogy in my mind, so I don't want to sit in basement like it was in February and March. So yeah, I would like to switch to the spring, to know I'm alive, still everything is okay. Finally, the war is over and the life is going its usual way. So that can be really nice. So guys, please, somebody do this special button. Mhm. Jack, oh boy, I will need to train my beloved Ukrainian woman to obey, or she will follow strength and honor. That depends. That depends. So you like when woman is obeying. Mm, it should be balanced. It should be balanced, because who knows? Maybe a lady also like you to obey. So be careful with that. If you both guys will fight for that, so we are interested who gonna win. Mm-hmm. So, guys, sounds good. Yannick, like if Vita build on 10% of neighbor's yard and declare their whole ground as hers. Absolutely. Yeah. You got the point. Yeah, that's right. Just like a small piece of the whole region. It's not like the whole region you guys occupied and then you declared that's all yours. No. Then mention in your documents, let's say, in any way, that's a bullshit what he is making, right, with this annexia. But even if yes, so declare on paper that just this city, this city, this city, and these cities we set up free from Nazis, right? And it's a part of Russia right now. So that's it, but not the whole region. Stupidity. Mhm. Rodney, evil maniac. Yeah, correct. Putin purposely attacking civilian buildings. He will never get the oblast from his. Yeah. Sham referendum. Absolutely right. Yeah, all oblast will be liberated. Yeah, hopefully. We really, guys, waiting for that moment, and big tragedy for Ukraine. Never expected something like this, really. Mm. Guys, any questions more? Oh, I missed something. Mhm. There is there is more arguing in Russian politics as well. Seems the top monkeys don't get along well. Yeah, because they see now they are losing control. Actually, they are losing territories, and like everybody understands, theoretically they lost already. Everybody believed that it's just a matter of time and the amount of weapon we can get, right? So that could happen much faster if we get necessary amount from the beginning, but that's another story. But absolutely, now they are looking for guilty, because somebody should be declared as guilty, right? So now they gonna play games. Sorry, 1 second, guys. 1 second. I need to check my charge. Okay, so yeah, now they trying to point to the guilty one who will be punished, and all the rest at the end of the day will say, oh no, that's not our ideas, we were against, actually we were not participating, so that's his fault, his guilt. So even Shoigu now is trying, is being accused by some forces, right? So idiot people make idiot things. Yeah. Джек. Угу. Велика сила молитви праведного. Моя честь, моя сила. Я не драмую і не сперечаюся. Зима наближається. Yeah, you remind me about зима наближається. I don't want зима. I don't want зима. Yeah. What? It shows they are not real men. They don't take accountability. Yes. Absolutely correct. Hope they soon crush the rest of the bridge. Yeah, would be nice. Like Antonivsky Bridge, right? They ruined, and this bridge definitely needs to be broken few times more. Like to be sure, because if I'm not mistaken, yesterday evening they were sending some test train to check, and it passed successfully. So that wasn't good news, but we'll see. So, guys, don't forget, also until some of you send me more questions, don't forget to subscribe our channel, please. Don't forget to give your likes to this video and all the rest, to press the button not to miss notifications, right? Not to miss our live streams. Tracy, I have an interest in brewing and distilling. Is there much in the way of a small production brewers and distilleries? That's about making homemade wine. Tracy, did I understand you correctly? Because I'm making homemade wine. I'm making this year we made from plum and from apples. It's in the process. When it's gonna be ready, I'm gonna show you, or I'm gonna drink next with you, next to you. So maybe on Christmas we're gonna celebrate all together. I understood you correctly or not, Tracy? You asked about this one. What? I only found out about Match Guarantee and YouTube channel about a year ago. How did you end up starting your streams for Match Guarantee? How did you meet Joseph? That's a long story. I met Joseph in Sumy when he was creating Match Guarantee, and I had some experience already, by the way, in a scam agency, but I was young and didn't get the system from the beginning. So they actually hired me as a translator, as an interpreter, right? And everything was more or less okay when I understood that, I was trying to do my job always with all my heart and with all responsibility I'm able. And I need to call to some girls because when they get some letters from men, I need to call and let them know who sent them letter and what exactly in the letter. And then I should ask, okay, so what you want me to answer? So that's a normal communication. Not every lady can come to office. And like maybe from 20 or 30 lady, I was responsible for, only 2 or 3 were really interested. And that were all the ladies, like 45, 50, 55. They were really waiting for letters. They were calling me from time to time asking, oh, did I get any letter? Can you read please for me? And I was reading them, translating them, right? And then I asked, what you want me to ask? And I was like writing down on the paper what she exactly wanted me to say, and I translate into English and send. But when I understood that only 2 or 3 ladies are really interested and all the rest is just like, just when I call, they say like, oh my God, just answer something. I don't care. And I say, can I read you what he wrote to you? Say, oh, I don't need time. And the main question also was like, if somebody is going to come soon, and how the process is going, when some man is really ready to come, we needed to let the lady that this guy is coming. But as far as girls translators were writing letters for few months, the lady absolutely not aware about what, right? So we actually, ladies, create our own stories. So that's why before the person should come, the lady should come to office and somebody should read her all the letters, because some information, some data, some special phrases. And I got into such situation when I was translating for couple in some restaurant, and the guy was really attentive and he was really interested and he remembered all the letters. So he asked some question, and then the lady like was, oh my God, what he is asking? And she gave either wrong answer or she said, oh, I never had a dog or something like this. And it was disgusting feeling, I was feeling guilty. I was feeling ashamed. And then I saw that ladies just want to go to restaurants to get some presents, to get some gifts, to get some money. Some were really, like evil. They had few men all over Europe, one in Italy, one in USA, one in New Zealand, one in Australia. And they were meeting with all of them, connecting with them, right? And getting something from them. And she was constantly asking me to ask for something, the guy. And I was feeling so stupid and so idiotic. I was trying to explain to her, that's not gonna work. You cannot just ask by me computer. And she say, you just translate what I say. But I say, I don't feel comfortable to translate these shitty words. That's not polite. That's not right. That's not correct. But the ladies, they just don't want they don't want relationship. They want just to get something. So for me, that was like a short period of time. And then the final dot for me was one of guy from Canada. And he was really nice. And he was really interested in one young lady. And he came before New Year. And she was real bitch. And the situation was disgusting. So he was abandoned. And I don't want even to retell that story. So actually, I saved the guy, and we are friends already for 11 years because, like, that was real drama. 2 guys, 2 brothers came, both were scammed, absolutely, left without girls, without money, without connection. They were both in Sumy, but they even couldn't get in touch with each other. So that was very, very dramatic situation. So we saved me and my husband, by the way, and sent them back. Yeah, and that was the story. Next day, I quit. The owner wasn't happy, and she said, "That's our work." I said, "No, no, no, no. I'm not participating in such shit. Sorry. My consciousness must be clean. I don't want people think I'm involved in this process." So they say, but that's the sense how we get the money. I say, no, I will try to find another way to earn my money. So that was my first experience. Yeah. And there are some video with me and Joe where I explain how it works about these scamming sites and how the system works. So that's the story. That's the story. Mm-hmm. Due to why I end up, due to some some circumstances, and I know that there's not good that only one face is constantly, on the channel. Sometimes people need to get relaxed from you, because no matter how good information I'm giving you, if it's day by day, sometimes you can get tired from me. So I give the way for younger generation. But after some break, if you need me still, you're welcome. I'm here for you. So you got it, right? Mhm. Nick, yeah, Nick, crash the bridge and 10,000, tens of thousands of Ukrainians will die. Will it be worth the cost? They will just rebuild the bridge. They can't rebuild it right now, I guess, because military will not let them. If they will keep shooting, nobody can rebuild it under shooting. But to crash the bridge is very important, actually, also to save our soldiers, because the group of soldiers, of Russian soldiers, I mean, they are supplied via this bridge. So that's why it's very important. That's not just because it's a symbol for Putin. That's because it's a huge supply of soldiers, of new soldiers, new reservists, right? And weapon and food for them. So crushing the bridge, we're gonna weaken the military, which is on this part of Ukraine. So that's why it's very important. And it's not so easy to rebuild it. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, all Ukrainians were happy. Jack, war is escalating. What is coming cannot be stopped. Yeah, everyone please store food, medicines, potassium, iodide, etc. Yeah. But I read also these instructions every day. Like we're gonna, like, right now, like almost every day I don't have electricity, but not for so long, right? Sometimes it's for few hours, sometimes it's faster. Depends. One day is okay, one day is too bad, but they gonna switch the light intentionally for 6-8 hours a day. So that's disaster. So no power, refrigerators, just no heating. So that's gonna be really interesting, like back to 19th century. Candles are okay, maybe for 1, 2, 3 hours. If it's in the daytime, maybe it's okay, but in the evening, that's gonna be a problem. And they recommend, like in mass media, they recommend, or governors of the cities, they recommend buy generators. Say, guys, do you know how much costs generator? Oh my God. The average person cannot afford that. And the fuel, like I read instructions, 1 liter per hour. So let's say you need 2-3 hours, maybe 5. It depends. For heating, for charging your phones, maybe for fridge, something like this. So 1 hour gonna cost you like 3, 4, 5 liters of fuel. That's horrible. Average person cannot afford that. Or like storage the food. To storage the food, you also need to get some money in your pocket aside, right? Not your everyday budget, which you spend every day, but like you need to have some storage of money. So then you can go freely and decide, okay, 3-4 months, maybe I need so many packages of rice, so many packages of noodles, of salt, of sugar, of flour, of oil. You can count. But just to buy that's a huge amount, and not everybody can afford that. So we just sometimes read these instructions and just say, oh my God, that's for almost all people, that's impossible right now. So these instructions are useless. Mhm. But war is escalating. You're right. Hi, guys. Hi. Так, Tracy. Yes, Vita, home produced and small business produced wine, beer, and hard liquor. I think that could be interesting here because we have, even in Sumy, we have very nice restaurants. I guess 2 or 3 of them which have their own beer, like fresh one, alive. So they're producing themselves, very good quality, quite okay price, and that's very popular places, very popular places. And as for wine, I guess the same. So when the war is over, you're welcome to buy house next to me, and we're gonna produce wine and beer. I will be your I will be your guest from time to time. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Jack, what year was that story from Vita? You mean about scam site when I work in? Oh, I guess. 1 second. My daughter was that time around half a year old, so must be 2015, 2015, 2016, something like that, something like that. So that video should be on the main about scam something. Lots of views so far on that video, so you can find. Unfortunately, I don't remember the name, but you can find like 15 or 16, 2000. Yeah. What sounds similar to John Francis, his Kharkiv story, woman not knowing about conversation. That's 90% of girls who really on these websites, and they know what they are doing. They know. Sometimes, like Svetlana, right? You also watched that interview that the person really is not aware. Then just scammers use her profile, her photos, her information. I know lots of such stories, millions of them. And sometimes really ladies are not aware about being used by different, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. And somebody is texting about instead of them sending. And when the man is ready to come, and he said, okay, finally, I'm ready, I'm coming. Or they either block the man on the site, on the website, right? Or just say, no, I'm sorry, I'm sick. I'm seriously sick, or my mom is sick. I'm busy with her right now, or I will be hospitalized. So for 2-3 weeks, I will be in hospital. Or I'm very busy at my work right now and I wouldn't be able to give you my free time. So that's not correct. You need to wait for my vacation. Okay, I will talk to my boss about vacation. Okay, boss didn't agree. I'm sorry. So our meeting is not possible right now. Or, something like that. So million of stories just to avoid meeting. Some will just avoid meeting because we are that websites, they can just get some money, some fruits, some chocolates, some presents, or maybe if they're lucky and some guys come in and really bring some presents, they would like to go to some restaurants, to walk around the city, to get something and then to say goodbye. Oh, I thought we are not compatible. Unfortunately, something like electricity wasn't between us. So yeah, lots of versions really. Nick, hi Nick. Vita, why are Ukrainian women so offended when you find their social media page? Oh yeah. I run background on all girls talk to. Absolutely correct. You did correct. I'm completely with both hands for that. And that's what I am doing always. If some guys talk to me and say, oh, I feel something suspicious or something is wrong, something like that. That's what I'm doing all the time, especially on scam sites. Absolutely right. And keep doing that. Don't listen and don't pay attention to their being offended because they think the person who has nothing to hide and who is really interested in you. I can hardly imagine the lady in love or even have some special appeal to men who wouldn't mind to show you some social pages in some social networks or like Facebook, Instagram, or whatever. So either she's not interested in you or she has something to hide, especially very suspicious if you can't find any pages. That's also sometimes can be sometimes, but also a little bit suspicious. But you do the right thing because looking at the page looking at the page of social media, you can understand what kind of person in front of you. So what's her hobby, what she's busy is, how often she's attending these pages. If she keeps telling you that she's at work and she's busy, she can't answer you from this specific time up to this specific time, but you can see she was online on Facebook or Instagram, that means she is lying. So many tips like this can really tell you what kind of person you trying to date with, right? Or to build the communication. So either the person too religious, either the person too silly, either the person too much crazy about cats and dogs, having these same posts, or too much politics, or like handmade. So you can understand what's her hobby, what she's interested in, if she has something to hide, or she is open, or how often she's online. So that also tells you a lot how often person check her social pages. That means she's addicted or not, right? Or she's communicating with someone there, or she's lying about internet or time for communication. So I agree that you guys need to check social pages, though your ladies maybe cannot like it, but you need to do that. Oh, sorry, guys. I skipped. Yani, guys, watch out when it comes to the lady's birthdays. She can be getting flowers from another guy. Try that. I tried that myself with the lady I met in Sume. Yeah. Some sad stories can happen. Sorry. But what, Yannick, is that unusual in your country? Because it can happen here, Netherlands as well. Everywhere, but in Ukraine, like, I think much. Yannick. But what, I don't know, maybe I have never been dating a Danish lady. Oh my God, Yannick, maybe you're losing your chance. Maybe you should start dating a Danish lady. Same mentality, same culture, same way of thinking, same tradition, nothing to be adjusted. Sometimes, people of the same nation cannot be adjusted to each other. What to say about people from different nationalities? So if for so many years you still were not lucky, then maybe you need to look just around, because your happiness maybe is just somewhere close to you, next to you. You just miss it. Sometimes dating with Ukrainian ladies is not gonna work for everybody. You also should be realistic, guys, also, because that really needs big investment of money, of your time, of your nerves, emotions, feelings, investment. So not everybody can understand till the end Ukrainian mentality, the lady's way of thinking, her character, because sometimes Ukrainian ladies, they are really different. So in this way, if for so many years you're still not lucky, maybe stop or come down a little bit, or change your approach. Maybe you keep doing the same things, you keep looking on the same websites, or keep using the same methods of dating or finding the lady. Something needs to be changed, because for so many years, guys, you got so much information already. You all should be like professionals. What? A woman that's addicted to social media is a walking red flag, in my opinion. Absolutely. Easily influenced and requires attention frequently. Absolutely. There is also the fear of missing out. Yeah, and it's also very important. Before we made the video about social networks, how many photos she's sharing and she's posting. And if it constantly like selfie, oh my God, for me, that's a huge red flag. For me, it's a huge red flag. So I like to post, I don't post photos almost never, practically. Only some information, some articles or something. I have my photos like many years old, like few of them, not so much. But if the lady constantly selfing her, and what she eats, how she dress, how she's making nails around the city. I notice, I see these ladies going with the phone like this along the street. That looks so idiotic for me. I don't know. So if too much photos sharing, that means she's really addicted and constantly needs attention. And probably attention from the only man will not be just enough for her. So, maybe she will need more and more and more and more. So the only person cannot satisfy her. So she wants to attract. What kind of photos she's posting? Just normal photos or some sexy photos, some sexy smiles, some photos which maybe try to attract men. That also really you need to check. Sorry. GVV, GWW, hopefully I pronounced that correct. Hello. Can you suggest an untrusted Ukrainian refugee fund or other fund to send money? No, I can't suggest because there are too much of them and I don't know really how well they work. I know some local funds, there are millions of them right now, and not necessarily your money will go specifically to specific people. Sometimes can be stolen. So if you know some people, like personally, I think maybe who has relatives or something, I think that's also sometimes better to donate like personally, because at least you're gonna know if you trust the person, of course, if you trust the person. So at least they gonna be like directed on the right purpose, right? But lots of funds, but I wouldn't recommend any because I'm not sure. So whatever you can Google, you can search, and if it seems to you trustworthy, so you can donate something like that. Yannick, I know, but want something different. But you didn't try Danish women. What you want different? You didn't try Danish women. So if you eat borscht every day, okay, you're gonna sick and tired from that borscht. You're gonna try some soup, but you even didn't try Danish women. So maybe we need to. Maybe Danish women are not so bad. So you're gonna try that first to understand what's the difference and what you don't like here and what you need there. So that's gonna help maybe. So Yannick, try another way too. Jack, Vita, next spring I would like to hire you as I will need good local Ukrainian counsel. No problem. Others may also. Do you have a buy me a coffee account? No, I don't have buy me a coffee account. How do we tip you? I don't know. I'm not in that, guys, so I don't know really. I don't have such an account, and I don't know how that works really. But as for counseling, why not? I will be happy to help, of course. Of course. Tracy, more social media is a cancer. Yeah. I use sometimes, but just to communicate to people, because some people prefer just messengers to get some information, but not like Instagram. I don't know. I can't even use Instagram. I have it, but I can't even use it. So when my daughter is posting something, I actually created my Instagram page just to follow my elder daughter because she is a teenager and she has some hard times. So sometimes I need to check and sometimes I'm really surprised. But really, she can hide everything from me because I don't know how it works. So I can just text with somebody, communicate on Instagram Messenger, like messages, but I don't know how it works. I don't know how to post, how to understand how to do everything. And when my daughter posts something really strange or suspicious, some of my friends just send me screenshots and say, "Oh, look, what is your daughter posting?" And then I say, "Oh my God, what a shame." And then I talk to her, "What is this?" And she say, "How do you find it? You don't know how to work Instagram." I say, "Some good people, some good friends following your page, and they help me sending me some phrases, some cursing, maybe something what I don't like as a conservative person. I'm not conservative, but I'm traditional, trying to be modern at the same time, but still something I cannot understand. So when they post something or comment something in their dialects, and I look at this and I say, "Oh my God, everybody can read this shit." And she say, "No, why your friends entering my account?" I say, "No, that was on public page probably." So that's funny, really funny. Oh, sorry. What? Selfies say a lot about a person. Yeah, self-absorbed, seeking attention, think they are hot stuff. Yeah, and if they are in a relationship, says they don't get enough from their partner, disrespectful. So just change the partner. I never could understand that. If something is not suitable for you in partner, first of all, that was your choice originally, right? If something goes wrong, you need to talk. You need to explain to each other with what you're not happy, what you want to change, what you need, what you don't like. Not necessarily to fight, to shout and scream, but just to sit with a bottle of wine, ordering some pizza, and talk sincerely. So even for me, in every family, sometimes can be some bad moments. For something, you close your eyes. With some things, you are patient because maybe this point is not so much important for you, right? So you can just say, "Ah, that's okay, but good that he's not drinking, like he's not cheating, he's not hanging around." But this is small detail I can live with. But sometimes it also depends on you. You're patient, and then you just got irritated. So today you are not patient anymore. So just put the person eyes to eyes in front of you and start to talk seriously. Let him or her know what you're gonna talk about. Like, we need to talk sincerely. Something is going wrong. I'm not angry, but I want this other way. So can we do something about that? If you try, nothing changes. So that means goodbye. That means goodbye. So not all relationships can be saved. Most of them can be if you really use some counselor, right? Some psychologist, and you both want. Something went wrong, but both have a desire. Both have some feelings still and something to lose. But of course, routine can demolish love or passion, right? So something needs to be done. That should be okay, but sometimes that's just over. That's just over. So if you feel and you understand it's over, then just say goodbye. That was the story with my first husband. So I was trying. He was keep drinking sometimes, not heavily, but still I have a bad experience. My father was an alcoholic, so for me, I know what does it mean, and I promised myself never I would have alcoholic no more in my house, in my family. My kids will never see a completely drunk father. So for me, that was a principle. So I tried, but I know alcoholics you cannot save unless he wants that himself. So you can be supportive, you can help, you can be understanding and patient, uh, only till the time the person wants himself. If he doesn't want, and only if the woman needs him to stop drinking, that's it. Goodbye, just goodbye and goodbye. No need even to try. So only the person who wants to get rid of this bad habit himself, in this case, it can work. If not, just no no need even to try. That's my opinion, because I have bad experience with that. So my position is absolutely categorical about this. Guys, we have 40 minutes still with you. What? Seeking approval and validation. Yeah, but look at me. I'm so precious. I really worth attention from other people of the opposite sex. Yeah. Low self-estimation. Oh, absolutely. The person who constantly needs attention from other people as a reason, as a background for their better mood, of course, that means person has some psychological issues and low self-esteem. Absolutely right. Yeah. If they pose to show off their assets and wear little revealing things. Yeah, absolutely correct. What? By the way, Vita, your microphone is crackling, connection problems. Really? I don't have mic. I am without mic. What's the problem? I thought it's the extra sound or what? Because I can't hear anything and I don't have any mic. That's just phone and that's it. What about now? Maybe was some internet can be slowing down sometimes, probably. I don't know, probably yes. Let me know if everything is fine. Bill, someone who posts a lot of yourself is generally is considered narcissist. That's also true, and we all know that narciss, as we say, actually sick person, psychologically sick person. Yeah. Now the term is popular to throw around. Narcissist abuse is horrific. Yeah, I had to break my engagement because of narcissism. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So your partner was the same nation? Mm-hmm. Will say pretty much yes. For me, I wouldn't mind if she'd use social media from time to time to share special occasions. Yeah, but the moment the first selfie pops up, the frequency increases, I'm done. I have the same idea. Absolutely. So I agree completely with you. I agree completely. Breakfast posting. I am in the bus posting. Oh my God, here's the morning, my cup of coffee. Here's my supper. Here's my hamburger. Here is my pajama. Here is my new shoes. Here I'm shopping. I cannot understand. And people, the worst thing that people not sorry for the time wasting for the cheat actually. So person can be busy, but it takes really much time and concentration. So you need to break up, to stop what you are doing, to make these stories all the time. Insanity. Yeah, so what in this way I agree absolutely with you. Bill said narcissism and addiction have destroyed my family. Death, loss of one of my businesses. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Ukrainian women need to understand that narcissistic men look all over the social media. Careful. Not everybody understand that. Not everybody understand that. By the way, not all men understand or find that's a problematic. So, not necessarily everybody will check social media page. So the page will tell you a lot. The page will tell you a lot. So actually, the page is the second life of the person, no matter woman or man. So even looking what they are posting all the time, what kind of information, what kind of articles, material they are sharing with. So that will tell you a lot. So that's why I think that's like a really good indicator. But how women will consider that? Of course, who has something to hide maybe, or don't want that you follow her page because of what? Maybe you can see who put likes under her photos, right? They can be some men, some comments. So she doesn't want you to read, to see those comments. So actually, either the lady is not interested in you, or she consider you are chasing her, want to control her, want to know everything about her. So some can be offended, yes, but check such things. I think that's important. Mhm. What? Oh, sorry. 1 second. 1 second. Vita, we can hear you, but it's crackling a bit. I assume it's because your phone is charging. Can you tell me what was the same problem on my past streams, on the last streams? Because it's also charging. Because for 2 hours my battery will not be okay. So I'm just afraid to be out of charge, and just like I disappear, and you guys disappointed. Oh, where Vita gone? So I want to be connected. So I'm afraid for 2 hours charge will not be enough. But it's charging actually every stream. So was the same problem on my last streams? Can you let me know? Bill, my partner's ex-boyfriend was a narcissist. 40 texts a day, constant harassment. After 4 years of constant interference, killed it. Oh my God. Now she says she will be file restraining order, but she is too scared. Horrible. Oh yeah, that can be really horrible stories. So try to get away from such people. I can understand that. Yeah. Uh, Jason, last night Joseph had a scam interview with Gary. He was engaged with a woman already, but it went bad. He was to meet her parents soon. Best to meet them before ask marriage? Of course, for sure, definitely. Definitely. Because maybe you change your mind. As we say in Ukraine, look at the mother of the lady, and you're gonna understand with whom you're gonna live after 10, 20, 30 years, right? If you like what you see and whom you talk with, so then go ahead and get married. If not, then it's not working for 100%. It's not working. Like, for example, my mom and me, we are absolutely different. My mom is a very beautiful lady at her age. She is blondie with blue eyes, very educated person, extremely. She is an English teacher, but she can teach kids everything, and she has a talent like from God. She can teach mathematics, computer stuff, geography, whatever. But we absolutely different. We have different theories about family models, about like family templates, about the role of men in life, about bringing up kids. So we are completely different. Physically and psychologically, I'm paranoid about war. She's strong and not scared. I'm not going outside much because I don't know where the rocket can be shot one time, right? If it didn't come here like for 100 times, you don't know if it can come for 101st. So I'm very careful. I'm very suspicious, not paranoid, but I'm afraid. Okay, I worry, I nervous sometimes. So it affected my psychological condition very much. My mom not. She said everything will be fine with us. Don't be scared. She goes out. She she meet people. She's not afraid of corona. She keeps having students while corona. So we are different. So if you look at my mom, that's not necessarily what you're gonna see me in 20, 30 years, right? So, but in I would say 95%, 95%, 90, let's say 90. So that will be almost the same, almost the same. So I guess for sure you need to talk to parents, to meet them, to see how they deal with each other, how daughter speaks to parents with respect or disrespectfully, how they understand each other, how they looked at each other, how they treat each other. So that will be the, like very good indicator. So don't be in a hurry. First meet parents, talk to them, see these people, and only then made a decision. That's how we used to do here. Before asking for marriage, sometimes you go and meet parents. So I think that's the best way. So guys, Bill, I would like to find a single mom who is well educated, doesn't need to be a 25-year-old Barbie. Yeah, 35, 40, who wants a solid family. Absolutely right and correct choice, because also 35, 40 years old lady, she still can look perfect. Ukrainian women take care about themselves, right? And genetics helps them to look nice even at that age. So you will still get very nice looking lady, but already mature, experienced, and when she really knows what she wants. So that's a good choice, I guess. Maybe involve running my clinic. Why not? Ukrainian lady can be good running business if she's smart enough, of course. You need to check them not to make you bankrupt, right? So be careful with that. But if you have open and honest relationship and you trust each other, that's a very good way to run business together. That's really, and women can be very helpful in this way. Jason, what is best ways to know she is truthful? There is no, the only one recipe. You need to feel that a lot of indicators. She needs to be always happy talking to you. She needs to give you every second, every minute of her time answering you. You can feel it by the way of communication. If it's just like template answers, standard answers, common answers like yes, no, okay, it's very pleased to know, blah blah blah. Yes, she need to smile when she see you, but not sexy and appealing, like in one Joe's video when he asked you guys to check who is scammer or not, right? And all the same, hello. So you can understand that immediately when you look at these mimics and body language. So you can understand the lady is not sincere. Actually, for her, doesn't matter to whom to smile and with whom to be sweet. So a lot of indicators, a lot of the only, not the only, the main indicator, she want to spend time with you. She's happy when she see you. She's happy when she hearing you. She's looking for contact, so she can text you also first in the daytime, right? She's also always answering you. There is no specific time frames that like every day from 2 up to 5 I cannot, like, don't call me, don't text me, don't do something. She should be happy to talk to you. That's the main. But like every story is individual. We can't take all points into consideration, like most of them, but not all, because some can be funny, some can be smart enough, some can be good actresses. So needs to be really careful and follow your heart and emotions. See how she acts with you, how often she communicates, how openly she answers your questions, right? What kind of question she is asking you, because the lady who is interested in you and who likes you will try to get as much information about you as you will do, right? So about your family, about your background, about your habits, traditions, food, what you like, countries where you traveled. So she also will try to get as much answers as she can. So that's also a good indicator. If the lady just asking you some, how is your day and what's the weather like today there, so that means also like, how was your night, did you sleep well? If just such kind of questions, she's not interesting, she's just you know, keep communicating with you for something, but not like so much interest in you. Really sincere answers and really sincere and deep questions, trying to get more information about your inner world, about your mood, what you like, what your hobby, how you like to spend your weekends, how often you visit your moms, uh, whatever. Such a normal human questions. So if she's interested to get answers, so seems she's interested in you, right? Mhm. What, Vita? I took a look at your previous stream and it was fine there. Probably just your internet acting up a bit. Sometimes it's a bit worse than other times. Hmm. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do anything with that, unfortunately. So the phone is stable. I'm not touching it. It's not even moving or something. So maybe some some issues with internet. I'm sorry, but I hope you hear me well, guys. Juan, does Mage Guarantee look at social media of the ladies as part of their filtering process to ensure the quality of their ladies who are serious about marriage? I guess yes. I'm not involved in that process right now. Before we did, for sure, and I know I not I know like I believe the same process as now because Mage Guarantee is absolutely against all scams, all ways of scamming, right? And that's actually was the main purpose to avoid scamming you. That's why uh, every day we are doing here some work to help you not to be scammed, to educate you, to teach you, to give you some tips, to make you learn some red flags, to hear some different scam stories, to get experience from some other people, not to get into trap like other guys did. So I guess yes, the process is very thorough. But I know I'm not involved in that process right now in filtering, but I know that it should be very clean because before we did it great. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But don't forget, everybody can be. If the lady just can change her nick, sometimes you cannot find her, so you don't have possibility. We are not like police, yeah, we are not Sherlock Holmes chasing people, but of course we try to check and filter in everything, so in order not to make troubles for you, right? But if you're interested in that, so you can contact Mage Guarantee office and ask this question, and I'm sure the administrator will answer you about that and explain you the whole process, right? Mhm. Jack, poor Jerry. Poor Jerry still in denial. He still may not understand he was fishing from a dirty pond and caught a toxic scamming ladyfish. Unfortunately, sometimes that happen. Sometimes that happen. Everybody can be scammed. I can tell you, even me. Not by men, I mean in love affairs, right? In this way, no. I guess I'm like X-ray, like a scanner. I can see all these things immediately. But in general, I'm the person who likes to trust because I'm honest. Doesn't matter. I like the person or not. I will tell what I really think. So in my in my inner world, I still believe people treat me as I do, as I treat them. So sometimes I really became a victim of scamming about money or something, really, really often. Though in love affairs, as I said, practically no chance, I believe. I believe and I'm sure. But as for business or some stuff, yeah, because can be, so I'm also victim, don't worry. There's no ideal people and ideal advice. Everybody can get into trap, and that doesn't mean you're stupid. That doesn't mean you're not educated enough. That only means that the person who scammed you, he's just worse he or her worse than you. That's that's their bad side, not yours. But of course, you need, guys, to be careful and be attentive to every detail, to every detail. Bill, can you arrange for me to find one? Maybe dark hair. My ex was blonde. Then you also need to get in touch with office match guarantee with admin, and they will give you some tips, advice, and what you should be do. I'm not involved in that process, so I'm just here to talk to you guys and to give you my advice. I am I am owing a neuropsychiatric clinic. Oh, so interesting. Nice, nice, cool. I know, sorry, the joke probably will not be appropriate, but I think being a psychiatrist, that's very difficult, because sometimes listening to all those patients, and dealing constantly, like almost all the day, with psychiatric deviations, it seems to me one day you cannot differentiate where is the norm and where is not the norm anymore. So for psychiatrically, it's also very difficult to be in this atmosphere all the time. Sometimes can get crazy too. So I'm sorry, probably the joke is not good, but you understand what I mean. That wasn't joke actually. That wasn't, like, I think really work for psychiatrists is really difficult, because sometimes they need to differentiate so many clinical diagnoses and features, and they shouldn't be mistaken. That's the worst thing, when something going wrong with brains and soul, right? With psychiatry, psychology. Yeah, but that's cool. Hope your business is successful and you really can help people. Jack. Jack. A woman must have genuine burning desire for a man. Absolutely. Just feel and read the body language. Absolutely. And chemistry. Yeah. Obey your gut instincts and wed her as much as you flirt and tease her. Yes, yes, yes. You are professional, almost professional. So you're telling the right things. Body language can tell you a lot. How she looks at you. You can always, if the lady wants you in all ways, you can always feel that. Body language, you can't lie. She can be shy and modest, but if she's shy, that's also a very good sign. That's also a good indicator. And just, you need to feel that anyway. You need to feel that anyway. So Jack said the right words. Yeah. Juan. Vita, what difference in personality do you think there will be between a lady of 50, 60 years old and lady of 40, 49 years old? Oh, big difference, of course. I'm wanting a good traditional lady who is my age or close to my age. A big difference, like 40 and 60, it's big difference. 60, it's already kind of granny. This is in Ukraine, that will be tired lady in most cases. Tired, and who doesn't want anything except just to have a rest and to have her calm, relaxing old years. Because if I compare European ladies, old ladies, right, aged ladies, and Ukrainian ones, that's too big difference. That's too big difference. Their mood, their psychological conditions, absolutely different. Our aged old ladies, they're tired. They're tired. They just want to relax. They're garden. Uh, some of them will take care of themselves, but most not. Most not. So that depends on what kind of woman. But still, of course, you can find. We are not talking about millions of ladies, right? So you can find some sporty, some active, some kind, nice-looking lady who still work and maybe ready to travel, ready to make some, not parties, but like kind of parties, to invite guests, to cook for them, so to make your life still interesting. But not so much, I guess. Not so much, I guess. So that's the difference between 40 and 60. So let's see how I will be in like 15 years. So let's see. I am sure about me, I will be the same. I will be the same. So playing bad jokes, sometimes using bad words, so talking the same topics. My character will never change. Physically, of course, I will be getting older and more fat and not so sporty and whatever can be. But about my moral condition, I hope and I believe I'm gonna be the same. So let's check, guys. So guys, we have 15 minutes more. I remind you, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, to put likes under our live streams. Don't The more you attend, the more information you get, and the more educated you become. And maybe some useful information really will help you to find your way, or to find some mistake maybe in your future relationship or current relationship. So don't miss that. Okay. Yes. And so more questions. No. Sorry. Oh, what's this? What's this, guys? Chicken McFry. What's gonna happen here? Oh my god, what's this? Some troll again? Oh, there are comments. I see this angry smile. Josh Thomas, who are you? Goodness. You need attention. Some person needs attention. Guys. Maybe headsets can help about the sound. Headsets, I don't think they can help, but probably. Check we here, you're fine, is what it is. Vita, but not dating with Anna, internet connection. So stop discussing my internet connection. I have now, by the way, the best internet connection what's possible in my region and provided by my mobile operator. So I can't do that. I can't do better, guys. That was the best. So what I can get here right now. So please, I hope you can understand that. Josh Thomas, something happened. Tracy, no. Tracy, no, not much anyone can do. It can happen to any data connection. Yeah, it before was okay, so everything was okay. Now I see only Josh Thomas comments. Stop spamming, maybe. Yeah, just need to be blocked, I guess. That's it. Just ban the guy. I'm trying to see your comments, guys. Sorry, give me a second. Then spammers, don't pay attention to him. Oh, yeah. Some immature guys spam in the chat. Yeah, can be. Everything is possible. Maybe he ate something bad. What's going on with you? Yeah. So, Bill, your question. What's the biggest difference between dating an American woman? What's the biggest difference between dating an American woman and Ukrainian lady? What's the difference between a German woman and Ukrainian lady? Oh, that I will not even answer. Sorry. First of all, I'm not man, and I never dated American and German lady, so I don't know how they are in bed, how they are dating. I never lived in those countries, so I don't know the mentality. Unfortunately, that question is not for me. Probably to guys who have this experience. So ask guys. maybe in chat who has something to compare. You see, like Yannick said, he never tried Danish ladies. But he's from Denmark, so that's why he cannot compare what means to date with Danish ladies and with Ukrainian ones. So I'm sorry, I cannot answer that question. I don't know the difference. The only thing I can tell you, Ukrainian ladies, they are more, if that decent lady, right, the right one. So she's from old traditional love school. We like flirting, we like dating, we like sweets, we like being paid in restaurants. That I will never stop, continue telling you guys, even I know some of you don't like this idea, but here it works like this. You guys pay for taxi, you pay for restaurant. If you offer her something, then you need to pay. I mean, so we are like more traditional. As for German and American ladies, I guess here will be the difference. So in restaurant, the lady probably will pay for herself, maybe even for herself and for you, like trying to show you she's able, she's independent, and she can afford that. So I guess maybe with European women, maybe the sex gonna happen faster because European people maybe don't like to date for so long and not so seriously take the first sex. I don't know, I can be mistaken. Just telling you what I feel or what I think, but I can be mistaken this way. So as I never date to American and German ladies, so don't take into consideration my advice. But some main tips I told you. Our ladies will be more romantic. For sure, for the first dates and after, they always will come into their best clothes, trying to be sexy, attractive, with a nice makeup, nice nails. So they are more feminine. So, of course, that will influence their attitude, their behavior, actions, how they talk, how they sit, how they uh, walk with you. So everything. Maybe high heels. I don't think maybe, I don't know if American ladies can wear heels, high heels. So nice lingerie, nice perfumes. So as far as our ladies, we think more feminine, more gentle maybe, and like to attract men. So her appearance and her manners will be more feminine as well. So that's like main tips, I guess, right? Hopefully you satisfied. So any questions, Juan? From what I've learned, traditional women meet the old school requirements. Absolutely. Yeah, Juan, absolutely correct. Yeah. Opening doors, right? Standing when she gets up from the dinner table in a formal setting, etc. Vita thoughts. Yeah. I think that's true. So our ladies will wait when you help her to take out coat, the open door in taxi, even if you're not going with taxi with her, but you put her into taxi, so you need to pay. That's like a good manners, like being a gentleman, like being a gentleman. European ladies maybe will look on other things. Our ladies will look, of course, they look at your budget, of course, how you dressed up, but they will look how you smell, how you act, your manners, how masculine you are in a good way, right? We discussed that, what means masculinity. So how much you talk about yourself, but and also we'll pay attention how many questions you're gonna ask her, because that will mean you're interested in her, right? So old traditional dating love school. Mhm. Okay, Jack, Vita, thank you. You're a truly beautiful soul, and I commend you for your honor and integrity. Good hears your praise. Slava Ukraini. Героям slava. Jack, thanks for your nice words. As I told you, everything what I think, I'm really sharing with you. So you can be, at least you can be sure that that's my honest and true thoughts. So I can't play. If I don't like, then I will say I don't like. If I like, then I will say I like. So if my opinion is necessary and important for you, so you can count on me and my advice regarding any situation. So any help from my side to explain some things or whatever, guys. So we guys have 5 minutes still. Tracy, I want to know more about what you are brewing. One day you need to come to Sumy and I will share with you. So far I'm doing just wine. Before it was grape wine, but this year I didn't manage because we actually found some new recipes in Google and that didn't work. So until we were doing by ourselves, how we feel and how we know, everything was perfect. The wine was cool. When we start to find some new recipes, that was spoiled on like getting into vinegar. Yeah. But this year, the summer was either, some periods were either extremely hot or extremely wet and humid. So lots of vegetables just get rotten. Grapes either rotten, either still not ripen, not ready, not to use the wrong word. I hopefully you understand me. So grapes I can't use this year, but plums, they were not so tasty that kids didn't eat them. So we collect, just decide to make wine, and the whole process, technology, everything. And now uh, I get some abandoned piece of land next to me. So in the darkness, under heavy rain, I went there and, we can say, stole or just picked up all the apples who fall down. I actually wanted to make some pickled apples from them, but then I read in Google that falling down, the apples which fall down can't be used for pickles. So just maybe vinegar, like apple vinegar or wine. So we decide, of course, for winter, probably we're gonna have some wine. Let's see. When it's ready, I will show you the quality, the color. And if I start drinking at the beginning of stream, so you can see how many glasses I'm gonna drink by the end of stream, what condition I will be, what kind of topics I will explain you guys, what kind of jokes, how much I'm gonna laugh, and that's it. So then we can understand is the wine was good or not. So if I'm professional or not, right? So guys, 3 minutes by the end. I want to remind you, please subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like our video. I hope you liked it. Don't be lazy. So we need that really, because we are trying to help you and we need more viewers, of course. Don't forget, if some of your friends may be in trouble or hesitating or doubting, you can share always our streams and you can find links below in the description, right? So I wish everybody nice rest of Sunday with the good thoughts. Stay warm, be in cozy places, enjoy your time, really. So next time we see each other again, so prepare your questions. So you see, the more questions and the more they are different, so the more interesting stream we have, right? Because the more information, different kind of information you can get. So I'm waiting for all of you next time. Join my live streams. And kisses to everybody. Thanks for joining me today, as always, for spending this wonderful morning with me. And I love all of you guys. And I hope you're gonna spend nice rest of this Sunday. So we'll see each other. We'll see each other next time.